Ladies and gents, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to our channel and share our channel with a couple of friends. Also, share this video with a couple of friends as well. Also, like this video if you do like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. We'd really appreciate it, and we're trying to get to 500 subscriptions. Tell a couple colleagues as well to subscribe. We really do appreciate that, and we appreciate everybody that's been listening to the videos and is currently subscribed to the channel. So we have some cool news regarding 28 years later. Did you guys see that trailer? I reported on it. I do think I put the link in the description. One of the better trailers that I've seen this year, and for a horror movie, very good. Doesn't tell you too much about the film, but it shows you just enough. I actually did a full review of the trailer, so go watch that. That is in the catalog, but we do have some cool news surrounding that trailer. Apparently, it's the second most watched horror trailer of all time. So it looks like Sony has something big here. Maybe this could be an event film. This film releases in June of next year, and I do think it is going to be a big deal. Let's read into it specifically. 28 years later is the second most watched horror trailer ever. The massive success of the 28 years later trailer has finally prompted Sony to release the original 2002 Danny Boyle directed film 28 days later on digital December 18th for purchase and rentals, so some cross-marketing there even for the older film. It turns out that in its first 24 hours, the 28 years later trailer was not only most watched horror trailer of the year with 60.2 million views, but also the second biggest horror trailer of all time behind It Chapter 2, 96 million views. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was either It 1 or 2. I believe it was It 2. That is the highest grossing horror movie of all time. I do believe that Alien Romulus is the highest grossing horror movie of all time in IMAX. So two big films there. But yes, I do believe It Chapter 2 was the highest grossing movie of all time. So if this film is coming second in viewership on the trailer, could we see some huge numbers for 28 years later? I think it's possible. Earlier in the year, after a heated bidding war, Sony prevailed and acquired the rights to Boyle's 28 Years Later trilogy, which will be written by Alex Garland. It was a hot package, and a few studios were in the running for the rights, including Warner Brothers. 28 Years Later, set for June 2025, release stars Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes, and Charlie Hunnam. Plot details are being kept under wraps. Nia DaCosta recently wrapped production on the follow-up titled 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. And also, let me clear something up. Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to be starring in this film as well. For some reason, they weren't mentioning his name too much in news building up to the trailer release, but very interesting. But yes, he's going to be more than likely the main character. If you watch the trailer, you can see that. But yes, Bone Temple, there was some rumors going around that the zombie in the trailer was Cillian Murphy, and it's not Cillian Murphy. That was confirmed because he's going to be in the sequel to this film, which is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. So that was debunked a couple days later, but very interesting news that swirled around the internet after that trailer was released. But like I said, I did a full review on the trailer, was very impressed with it. Very clean trailer, very gritty, what you're used to with these type of films. And when I say that, I'm talking about the 28 days, weeks, and now 28 years later films. Very gritty, very grounded, very dark. And it was just a really cool trailer. I would love to see this trailer play on Super Bowl. I think that would just have people's whole living room quiet. But yes, very cool trailer. There's some comments here that some people wrote that I thought was very interesting, just to feed into the hype of this movie. Let's look. This guy, Tom Thomas, says, number of likes on the main channel is insane for this kind of movie. Feels like an event film. I wouldn't be surprised if it blows up at the box office. As long as it's good, people seem to be really excited about it. Someone actually responded to his comment saying, seriously, I had people in my life who normally don't talk about movies, but this trailer had them talking about movies. So that's pretty cool too. Someone says here they hope it becomes an event. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big film. I think there's a lot of people that have been waiting for this, so I think it could do big numbers, especially if it's good. If a film is good and it has legs and there's word of mouth spread, the film could do a lot more than what's projected. I do think just based off the quality of this trailer, it's got people excited. And this is a film that cost about $65 to $75 million. I would not be surprised if this movie makes $300 to $400 million, which would be a solid box office, about a 4X there. I think it would be very successful overall. I do think the release date is, you know what I mean? I think it could have came out in September or October. I think it would have had a better feel in one of those months. But hey, if they want to shoot for the summer horror blockbuster, why not? But with that being said, let me know, did you guys watch the trailer? Let me know what you thought about the trailer. Also, go watch my review on the trailer and watch the trailer if you haven't seen it. I want to know what you guys think about it. I want to know if you're going to be watching this film, if it's something you've actually been waiting for. Do you like zombie movies? Let me know down below. Ring the bell for notifications if you subscribe to the channel. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with a couple of friends, like I said earlier, and have them subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. With all that being said, want to hear all your thoughts. Be safe. It's Neff signing off.